So, sorry it's been so long since I've gotten to talk to you guys. It has been an awesome weekend. So, first of all, I guess I should recap Friday? Oh no, I'm recapping Saturday to Sunday and Monday now. Okay, so Saturday. So, remember I said how we're going on an adventure? Well, you know what? Everything's an adventure in Alaska. That was the theme for this weekend. Literally, they met some people at the bar, like I said, and they were going to go out towards the hot springs and go out to a cabin out there. And so we were like, well, yeah, like we'll go out there to the cabin and stay the night and go just do a whole bunch of stuff. And so Will and everyone met some people at the bar, like I told you guys about in my last video. And when he came and told us about it, we were like, oh my gosh, like, that's really cool, but probably gonna get murdered. Like, get chopped up with axe murderers. So, the two guys, Chase and Tim, they have the nickname the Axe Murderers because we were like, we're just going off of these random people that we just met at the bar on a whim type kind of deal, and it was really, really funny. So we ended up going to the hot springs, and we went with Nicole, and so it was really, really cool. We drove like an hour and a half or so down this one road. There's only 3 roads that lead out of Nome, and this one road that we were on literally leads to nowhere. Like, nowhere. I don't know what to tell you. It just goes off, and there are a whole bunch of cabins and stuff out there. People go there to like hunt and do different things, or just hang out like we did. But we drove down this road. I think it was to mile marker like 55. So like 55 miles or so down this dirt road, like just a bumpy dirt road along creeks and streams and mountains. And you guys saw some of my pictures. I posted them all on here. They were amazing. We went to this place called Salmon Lake, and it was completely like, well, parts of it were frozen over, but it was so cool. It was such a beautiful lake. The mountains in the background were amazing. Like, you really just have to be here to completely experience like how beautiful they are. And we kept joking, and we were saying it's like a backdrop. Like, that's the backdrop on our computers half the time. I think my backdrop right now is literally mountains. And so it was surreal just because we were there, and it was awesome. I don't know how to explain it other than that. You have to be there, like I said. So we drove out to this hot spring, and we get there, and we can't find it, first of all. So we see this like pipe going, or like this little hose going to this pool of water, and we test it, and it's boiling hot. Like, probably like 130, 180, somewhere around there. I know that's a huge range, but whatever. It was really hot. Like, not get in the water kind of hot. So we were all like, oh, like, okay, like, let's try and find something else. So we walk down this path, we get to a cemetery, and I was like, no. No. So me and Jacqueline just stand back, and we're just like, okay, you guys check that out. That's cool. And so as we're walking away from the cemetery, this guy named Steve, I think his name is Steve, his last name's Green for sure, comes up on his 4-wheeler with like 6 guns. With a shotgun here, pistol here, 22 there, like, literally, it was crazy. And so he just starts talking to us, asks us where we're from. So we've all gotten to this routine where we say our name and where we're from, because everyone asks us, and we're always all together. And so we're like, oh, I'm Darius from Charlotte, North Carolina. Or, oh, I'm Jacqueline from New Jersey. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's really tiring, but we did that whole spiel again. And he was just talking to us, telling us about the different springs, like where they're at. And he was saying he had like a hot tub, like up there. It's not like an actual hot tub. It's just like a above ground kind of tub, and it has the hot spring water in it. And he was telling us one about this old abandoned church, and it was like really bad because like some really sketchy stuff went down there. It was like this Catholic church that people actually just like these 2 priests just came out here and just molested a lot of kids. It like really wasn't cool. So it was kind of creepy, really eerie. I don't know, I got really bad vibes from it, not even without the whole story. I just was kind of like weirded out. Old church, like really old place. But we went out to the hot springs near the church, and we were kind of like, oh, this is it. Okay. It was like a bunch of algae on the bottom, and we were just kind of like, oh, like, alright, like, yeah, it's kind of hot, but it's not like, super hot. It was just kind of ish. And so as we're like checking it out, the rest of the crew comes, and they're with axe murder number 1, Chase. So they didn't die. Woo! And they all came, and Chase is like, oh yeah, like this is the tub that we sit in usually, blah blah blah. And so we all get in. I don't know why, but we did. We all got in and chilled out in the hot tub some. The bugs were pretty bad out there, so there were a lot of mosquitoes and different things going on. So we were just kind of like in the water, like water up to here, so that we could try and not have the mosquitoes bite us anywhere. So we were just chilling out right here in the water. And we just talking, chatting. It was good stuff. We got some pictures, got to see some cool stuff, as you saw. And then we went into this other pool, they called the kiddie pool, but it was more hot than the actual, like, tub that there was. So we were all chilling out in there, and some of the group left because Joe had to go work. He had a 12-hour shift on Sunday, so that kind of sucked, but he left, and Michelle left, and Jacqueline left, and so it's just the 5 of us. And then we ended up leaving there shortly, and we went to the cabin, the little shack, the yellow one in all my pictures. And so we went out there, and we just chilled out for a bit. It was like 14 miles down the road. Oh, I saw a moose. I saw a moose. It was like out, like down by the river, by the water, and it was big. Like, I could obviously see it, and I'm like half blind. If you guys didn't know, my right eye is like my only good eye. My left eye is like, I couldn't even read Carolina on my chest right now. It's like awful. But we saw a moose, and it was so cool. And on the way there, like I said, it was like 14 miles or so away. So we were out there pretty far, honestly. And so we're just sitting there chilling, getting ready to eat, and Chase is cooking, and then he cooked us some caribou spaghetti. So it was caribou meat instead of ground beef, and it was good. It was awesome. And we had some caribou spaghetti and asparagus and garlic bread, and he cooked it all out there. And the place has like a propane, so it's all like gas grill, or gas like stovetop. But we didn't have running water or anything. He actually got spring water on the way up. He filled up. So it was really, really cool. Not from the hot spring. We went to Pilgrim Hot Spring, by the way. And we were just all chilling out, and then all the peeps came. When I say all the peeps came, I mean, I feel like I met half a Nome. But it wasn't that many people. But it was like 20 people came. It was everyone. Let me see. I'm going to try and name as many people as I can. So, I met Tim, Axe Murder number 2. Who's awesome. Met his little brother, Zach. Met Clay. Met Teddy. Met Cass, met Cameron, met David, met Kayla, I think her name was. Let me see. Who else did I meet? Met John Smith, met Jode. I think I already said Tyler, probably. There's a few more people there, but I met a lot of people. And I met more people tonight, but I'll tell you about that in a second. And so all of them were out there, and then the 5 of us were out there, so literally it was like 15, 20 people. It was cray. And so we were all just chilling out. People were having beers, and we were out by the fire, having a good old time. It was really cool. It was weird having a bonfire in the middle of the day, but that's what we did. And so we had a bonfire for a while, and then we drove down the road some. They had dirt bikes and a 4-wheeler. I got to ride on the back of the 4-wheeler. It was pretty cool. And so we drove out to this bridge, which is only like less than a mile, like down the road, and it's called the Cruiser Train Bridge, excuse me. And so Joe was like, "Oh, you want to jump?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "All right, like I'll jump if you jump." And Will's like, "Oh, I'll jump if you jump." And so Joe goes and he does like a backflip off this bridge, and I jump in after him, and Will jumped in after me. And so I jumped off a bridge. It literally was probably like 30 feet, I don't know, something really high, and it was really windy too. And so jumped into this frigid and cold water, super frigid, but it wasn't that bad, honestly. I feel like I've swam in colder than that when the heater wasn't working, but it was pretty cold. But we jumped off this bridge. It was pretty awesome. I don't know. It was just like you jumped and you didn't realize how far of a drop it was, and so you just fall and fall and fall, and you're like, oh, and then you fall in the water, and then you have that moment of I need air, like now, like OMG, OMG, OMG. That's the new phrase I got, by the way. OMG, OMG, OMG. It's funny stuff. And so after that, we just chilled out. And it was really funny because I was like, oh, I don't want to jump because I don't have my towel. I left it back at the cabin. Like, I don't have my towel. And then I jumped. I didn't even need a towel. I literally just stood out because it was a beautiful day. So it was one of those rare days, and Chase literally said that it was probably a record. So you know what? I come to Alaska and set records. Bam. it was like 73 or something crazy like that. So they were having awesome weather. It was a beautiful day out. And so we just chilled out some more and then went back to the cabin. And then, like I said, we just continued our night. People were, having a good old time. It was so much fun, just talking, getting to know people, meeting new people. It was so cool just to hear about people's lives and what schools they go to. Like, there was a guy that went to University of Las Vegas, University of Montana, University of Northern Arizona. Everyone's just everywhere. University of Alaska Fairbanks. Everybody's just doing awesome stuff. It's so cool that they're all, like, really close, and most of them seem like they grew up with each other, probably because they did. It was so cool. And so that night we just chilled out some more, and we ended up going to bed at like 3:30. I mean, and the sun's like barely down, it's like just below the hill, but it's still like super bright outside. And we were like, alright, well, we need to go to sleep, because it was just crazy tired, and the bugs and stuff. And so we go to sleep, and there's 11 of us up at the top of this cabin sleeping on these probably like 8 mattresses, or like 7 or 6 mattresses, like all put together, and we're all just sleeping together. It was crazy, 11 of us. Well, not sleeping together, you know what I mean. And it was so funny because we all just like crammed into this small space. And then I brought my night mask so I can sleep, but Dana needed it, so I let her use it. And we woke up the next morning, chilled out. Chase cooked us breakfast. We had blueberry pancakes and caribou sausage and eggs. It was hella good. And so we chilled out. Everyone was pretty tired, like super tired. And we chilled out, and then Chase was like, alright, you guys want to go shooting? And we're like, yeah, like, let's go. And Dana and Amber had never shot a gun before at all. So we went out, and they shot a gun for the first time in Alaska. You know what? Everything's better in Alaska. And so we went out to this pit, and we shot this 12-gauge shotgun. We shot some skeet. You know what? I beat the Army. Boom. Because we were shooting skeet, and Will went. He didn't shoot any. He didn't get any the first time, and I went. And I got one, and I was like, There's some great pictures. I think I put them up. But it was pretty sweet. And then we shot the 45. It was pow, pow, pow. It was my first time shooting a 45. And I was so excited because I was going to hold it like this and try and take a picture and be like, But I didn't get a picture. It's okay. I'm sure I'll have another opportunity at some point, maybe. But yeah, so we shot a 45, and it was a lot of fun. It had a lot of kick, the 45. I've never held a gun like that. And you had to, like, push on the trigger, or push on this part, so that the trigger would work. It was crazy. It was a pretty hefty gun. I don't know. We shot bottles and stuff like that. And you can just do that here, because it's Alaska, and they don't have, like, very strict rules. And one, there was no one out there to stop us, so we were, like, 60 miles away from civilization. So it was pretty cool, though. And then after that, we drove out to the end of the road, which is like 87, I think. 80-something. And it's kind of a bummer, because you literally just drive across this bridge, and then the road ends. Yeah, nothing. Nothing at the end of the road. I don't know why they actually built a bridge just to stop the road. Because it literally goes bridge, end of the road. Nothing. Anyway. So we drove back, and on the way back, there were some geese in this pond along the road. So Chase gets out, and he shoots them. We hunted some geese. He was just like shooting these geese, and he got them. And then we got them, and we took them back. It was crazy. I have pictures of that too. I have pictures of us with the geese. Will got to hold the 2 geese by the neck. It was pretty intense. I don't know. I'd never seen a geese try and get away, and he was just like shooting them. It was cool. And so we came back, and we had some lunch. We had like turkey sandwiches, or they had some caribou brats. Ugh. I don't like brats. They're bratwursts, if you guys know what those are. Not my thing. They're just not very good. Emma's all about them, because Emma's from Wisconsin, and they have this thing called Brat's Best. Oh, I don't know how people do it, but they do. Anyway, yeah, I had a turkey sandwich. It was good. Pepper jack cheese, my favorite. And so we just hung out some more, and then we left. And so this is actually like 5 or 6 o'clock at night, or in the evening. And so we left, And it was really funny because on the way we saw Tim and Zach's mom. She's so sweet. She had on her little, like, binocular thing. I don't know. It was like a strap here and a strap here that held her binoculars for her so she can look at the birds. Oh, okay. So, not saying that she's one of these, but they have this thing in Alaska and they call them birders. And it's basically like people that come to Nome, Alaska to watch the birds because they have, like, some of the most unique and prettiest birds that you can only see here in Nome, Alaska. And it's like every kind of bird, or almost every kind of bird. There's a lot of them, and so people actually come out here and like literally will stop in the middle of the road and get the binoculars and look at these birders. I don't know. And on the way back, Dana got sick, and so I think it was just too bumpy of a ride, and the motion sickness got to her. We had a long day, and we had not much sleep, so I think her just being tired and all that got to her, and we were driving, and she's like, guys, I have to throw up. Can we pull over? And they were like, okay. But she said it so nonchalant. Like, it's the coolest thing or most regular thing ever. And we're like, alright. And then she, like, dry heaved. And I was like, oh, get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. So I get out of the car. And she's just like, ugh. And she's like, alright, I'm good. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could throw up like that. Just, ugh. Alright. Okay. Water. Got a cookie in the car. She was good to go. But yeah, so we came back and chilled out for a bit, and then we went to sleep. I came back at like 8:30. I was out. Oh my gosh. And this whole time, didn't have any cell service. So, no cell service for the entire, basically, like, weekend. And it was crazy. So, if I would have died, guys, you wouldn't have known about it at all. But it's okay. Our axe murderers were pretty nice. So, that was Saturday and Sunday, basically. And so today, Monday, we woke up at 8, or woke up before 8 to be at the hospital at 8, and we had planning. And we sat there and planned all day. So I actually got a lot planned, surprisingly, to be that tired. I was pretty tired. And I got our whole men's night planned. Me and Will had to plan a men's night, and it's like going to be so much fun. We're going to have beer goggle games. I think I talked about this earlier, but we're going to have them do like a diaper race with beer goggles and make sandwiches with beer goggles and probably ride tricycles because we think it would be funny to see grown men riding tricycles. I don't know. I think it would be cool. Or bicycles, either or, and like try and navigate through. And then we're going to do like a cooking show, like kind of course deal. Call them dad meals. And we're going to cook ribs, but we're going to do it like Food Network style, where we have like raw ribs and we show them how we like seasoned it and like rubbed it in and wrapped it and all that stuff, and then put it in the oven and then take out the already done ones and show them how to make like different stuff that'll be fun for their kids, good for their health, good for their baby or pregnant mom's health. And so our theme is be more than a father, be a dad, which is pretty cool, but it's for all men, and so we're really hoping a lot of guys will come out. So we made a poster. I made a pretty dope poster for it. It was pretty easy. I just got a few pictures and formatted it pretty cool. And we got to talk to Nicole about it all. And then it was a lot. I don't know. I did so much planning today. What else did I plan? So I did my men's night. What else did I do? Oh, I got started on my radio spot. That was good. So I started talking about smoking cessation. I talked about secondhand smoke and how it affects people. I learned a lot. Like 60% of children are exposed to secondhand smoke a year. Are exposed to secondhand smoke in America. It was a lot of statistics. Kind of sad, but please don't smoke. Please quit smoking. There are resources for you. Please look them up. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt those around you. It's just not good for your health. I believe in you. You can do it. You can stop. Let me know if you need help. Okay? Awesome. And then we went to lunch. And so, actually, before I go to lunch, Will, during our planning time, was playing music. And it was the best thing ever. We listened to so many throwbacks. It was great. Like, we listened to some Backstreet Boys. We listened to some Disney, some Frozen, some Tangled, some everything. Hercules, Little Mermaid. And this is all on Will's, like, playlist. It was so awesome. And I don't know the name of the songs, but we listened to, like, the one that's, like, it's like rain on your wedding day. That one. And we listened to, the that one, and a bunch of stuff. It was great. Classic stuff. And everyone was like, gosh, Will, y'all have this music? I'm so surprised. And I was like, hell yeah, Will, play your freaking music. It was awesome. I was singing, jamming out. We were serenading each other. It was cool. And so we went to lunch. Or actually, I forgot. Everyone's favorite part. What did I eat? So breakfast. We had some egg bake that everyone thought was questionable. It was like eggs and mushrooms and I think chives or something. Something weird. I don't know. I had a blueberry bagel per usual and some fruit from the fruit bar. And what else did we have? Egg bake. And I feel like I had something else. And I don't remember. Oh, I think it was a pancake. Yeah, it was a fruit pancake. That's what it was. So, fruit pancake. And then, for lunch, like I said, sorry. So we sat there for lunch, and we had cranberry chicken. It was really good, actually. Cranberry chicken, roasted potatoes, lentil and tomato soup, which was amazing. You wouldn't think it. And I think it was supposed to be tomato basil soup, but lentils and tomato soup is really good. And such a smart way to incorporate lentils, which are like super good for you. It was awesome. And had a salad bar, per usual. And it was pretty cool. It was good stuff. I enjoyed it. The cranberry chicken was really tender and it was delicious. And then Bailey came, so we got to meet Bailey finally. She's here. Woo! And so we got to talk with her, and it was super duper awesome. We were like pretty extra. I don't know. We were a lot to handle. Just because we've all had that like awkward phase like over with. It's all done, so we're all just like cracking jokes and have all our little inside things. And we were telling her about our weekend and telling her everybody's name, and she didn't know any of these people, but it was cool. We were trying to fill her in. And so we did that. We had lunch. She had to go to orientation. We went back to planning. And so I got to plan some more, like I said. And I think I worked on some of my classes. Yeah, I worked on my outdoor skills, or our survival outdoor skills class with Will and Emma. So we got some of that planned out. And it was super, super cool. Did I plan anything else? I don't think so. But I got a lot of work done today, surprisingly, like I said. And I got the books I needed from Kindle so I can start studying up, learning some stuff for my counseling that I'm getting ready to do. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm like really nervous about it because I'm going to be working with actual patients and doing what I actually want to do. And it's going to be like, first time jitters. But I think it'll go well. So wish me luck, guys, on that. I really, really need it. Pray for me. And so after we finished planning, we got to leave early because Megan was like, it's a great day. Like, guys, go out. And we're like, heck yes, Megan. Thank you. So we left, and then we went home, and then we went to the rec center. So I ran on the treadmill for some time, and then I did some leg like curls and stuff like that. And I went back on the elliptical. I'm a cardio man. I do a little bit of strength stuff every now and then. Now and again, I do strength stuff with Hannah mostly. I miss Hannah, by the way. So Hannah, if you watch this, I love you and I miss you a lot. But yeah, so going to the gym, it was chill. We saw Chase and Tim and Jode and Clay. We saw everyone, and it was so funny because we went to the grocery store today too, and we took Bailey like for the first time so she can get some stuff, and we had to pick up some stuff for dinner. And we saw David from this weekend, and it was super funny. And then on our way leaving from the rec center, we saw John Smith. So it was so awesome because I feel like we know half the town now because we see people that we know, and I'm feeling at home, and it's awesome because literally we just see so many people now. And we dropped the car off and we walked back to the house. And so then we're getting ready for dinner because we invited over the guys for dinner, the Axe Murderers and Zach. And we invited Jode, and he was supposed to come, but then something came up. And so it was all of us chilling, and Joe had a long day today, by the way. I don't know what was going on, but he had like a whole full 12-hour doctor schedule per usual. I mean, that's his thing, but I mean, dang. So all of us were just chilling. We brought the table over, and we had a big old party. I made quesadillas again because we had chicken tortilla soup, I think, something like that. And so we had some soup, and I made some more quesadillas. So I was cooking up some freshness. It was good stuff. And so after we ate, we had some brownies too. Dana baked some brownies. They were pretty good. I cut them in the shape of pizza because that's her favorite thing, and she's craving it. She's missing it. But yeah, we found out that we need to go to Milano's because it's an amazing restaurant. They have really good pizza. So remind me to tell you guys when I go to Milano's. I'm sure I'll update you with what I'm eating. But yeah, we went out to the beach and we walked the beach some. Oh, and I found a... Oh no, wait. Oh, I found it, okay. I found a glass. Like some sand glass. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, it's like really cool. It's like blue. It kind of matches my shirt. Carolina blue. Woo woo. And it's like glass from like beer bottles and like different things that have just been tumbled through the sand from the ocean. And they wash up on the shore. So yeah, the sand glass. It's pretty cool. And we were just walking, talking. We saw like they have a volleyball court. Beach volleyball. Yeah, that's my thing, in case you guys didn't know. And we just chilled out. We brought the frisbee. Bailey brought a frisbee, so we were playing some ultimate. And then we got back to the house, and we drove out to the West Beach, and we had a bonfire. Just chilling out, and some more people came. Mike, the security guard guy, came out there. I think his name is Mike. I hope his name is Mike. I don't know. But he came out there, so it was really funny because one of the security guards came out and hung with us and Jeremy. We met Taylor and Ashton, I think her name was. And some other people came out there. So we're meeting new people every day, hanging out with Chase and Tim and Zach. And we just had a grand old time. We had football, we had some softball, we had frisbees. We were all just jamming out. I got a phone call. I got to talk to Kingsley some. I miss him. Oh, it was so great talking to him for a little bit. 'Cause he's all graduated now and moving on to big old corporate America, doing big things. Whoop, whoop, go Kingsley. And we just chill out. We were dancing. Oh my gosh. Everyone makes fun of me because I like dance and I love Zumba. And so I have fun. I do this one dance. I call it the Beyonce move. And it's a great move. And now me and Dana made a new move. So I'll have to show you guys those one day when my video is not 30 minutes long. But that's okay. And we just had a grand old time on the beach per usual. I mean, just chilling out. Like, Chase and Tim are such great guys. Like, it sucks. Chase is leaving to go to, I don't know how to say the village name, but he's leaving to go to this village to go work for like 6 months. He won't come back till like September or October on Thursday. So we're all trying to just hang out with him as much as we can because he's a awesome dude. Like, these guys are just so chill, so welcoming, so nice. I don't know, they're just so nice, so generous. It was just so crazy that Chase literally took us out for a weekend, and we shot guns, we ate all his food, like, he cooked for us, like, he just, opened his home to us, like, literally, for 3 meals, and we shot his guns, we used his stuff, like, we used his space, we crashed at his place. It was just awesome. I don't know, everyone's just so nice here, and just the connections that we're making is so awesome. I'm just enjoying my time here, like, so much more now. It's so amazing, because I'm experiencing Alaska. Like, the weather has been awesome, and just doing stuff outside all the time, and everything's so spontaneous and fun, and just like, hey, let's go do this, hey, let's go do that. So, like I said, you know what? Everything's an adventure in Alaska. That's the key. That's the theme. Because I was like, we need to try everything, because we're in Alaska. I don't know when the next time I'll be in Alaska, so I don't know. I think everyone should try and come out here at least one time if they can. And I took some pictures of the dredges for my boss, Lance. Lance, if you're watching this, you're the man. My boss is the best, guys. Creamery Express Car Wash. Go get your car wash. Charlotte, NC. Please do it. He's the best. We're the best. Wash heli cars. But yeah, it's been an awesome time. I hope this video wasn't too long for you guys, and I hope you guys watch it. It's been crazy. Oh, and I got 109 likes on Instagram. Whoop, 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 whoop. So pumped. Anyway, I won't bore you guys anymore, and I'll keep you guys updated, excuse me. So, let me upload this video for you guys. Peace and love until then. See ya.